MJ DeMarco. I relate with this guy so much. So many levels. Limousine driver in Chicago. I've been driving Uber and Lyft in Chicago for the past 4 years. I started in May 2015 on Lyft. I just bought this book, Unscripted, from the inspiring words of Peter Saddington. Success is unfucking scripted. Sure enough, from Jack West, who I also relate to a lot on Facebook, who's from the phone flipping group. He made a post about how he thought that he got his real job when he was 16 years old at Hardee's. Hey. And before that, he was flipping candy at like door-to-door candy sales, something like that. But then he realized that that was his real first job, flipping candy, because now he's flipping phones and flipping diabetes test strips. And working at Hardee's was a scam that he fell for. And someone in the comment section of his Facebook post said, read the book Unscripted. It just mentioned the book Unscripted by MJ DeMarco, and I was like, MJ DeMarco? From the Millionaire Fastlane? Is it the same guy? And for whatever reason, I don't think I finished that book. Upon reviewing it, I still had it. I had some highlights and some underlines, but I don't remember reading the whole thing. Somehow I burned it. There's pages in there that are like, in the middle is burned. Like, torched. Like there's black pieces of it. Like most of the book is still intact, but so I was reading some of it yesterday, and so I mentioned some things that I relate to, that is like, you know, the universe speaking to me, like synchronicity appearing. He's like, I stop in at Starbucks and grab a coffee, which I very, very rarely do, and then he says, you know, sit down, grab a $10 latte, and let's get started. And now I'm glad, because he says that if you haven't read The Millionaire Fastlane, don't worry, the Unscripted stands alone. But in the opening part of this, he mentions you don't have to alienate your friends and family selling Amway. And that's what I was doing. That's what I was doing. I started at Amway in 2012 and alienated my friends and family, you know, because that's what they preach, basically, you know. If your friends and family won't support you in your business, you need some new friends and family. Make sure you sell them on everything. Get them to buy all the products, you know. Anyway. Yeah, I just really relate to this guy. And then he's... The one thing that made me click with him even more is I always use that term, mad props. I just always do, whatever reason. That's what he says over here. He's like, hey, if you're happy with if you have a great job, a chummy relationship with your boss, and are just thrilled with your 401k, congratulations. I give you mad props. And I'm like, oh my God, man, this guy is my man. I relate with this guy, you know, this guy is my teacher. He's like, a lot of people when they're older, they wish they could go back in a time machine and talk with their 20-year-old self, give them some words of wisdom, some direction. He's like, this is your time machine. You are now your younger self. And this book is like speaking to him, to me, you know, it's like, oh man, I'm excited to finish this thing. I was telling the security guard who I talk to often over here, he's like, give me this book when you're done reading it. It's like, yeah man, you should get it on yen.io. So I learned about it, basically. It was like social exchange for crypto, Bitcoin. So the unscripted path is coming underway, you know. We're going to connect, we're going to do some big things in this life. We're all connected, we're not alone. So Peter said in the number 8 Drive podcast that I listened to today. But yeah, I learned about the Millionaire Fastlane book from Bold and Determined, Victor Pride, who's living that lifestyle, traveling the world. That's, you know, it's like, it's how I want to live, who I want to be in this world, financially independent. out of the slavery scripted system that even, he says, slavery still exists. Those are bold words to state. Talks about how he got this book self-published. That's not selling some, like, it's going to change your life. It's not, you know, man, you just got to read it. This book is amazing. I just started 10 minutes in. I can feel it. Oh, the path of highest excitement.